Hello everyone, today I shall discuss a topic associated with chapter 4 of the chemistry syllabus from class 10, that is carbon and its compounds. Now, as we all know that carbon is an element in the periodic table which is considered to be a non-metal. Now, its position in the modern periodic table is in group 14. And that's why it has 6 electrons in its outermost shell. Its atomic number is 6. That is, it has 6 protons in the nucleus. So, let us write the electronic configuration of carbon. Electronic configuration of carbon is 2.4. Now, there are 4 electrons in its outermost shell. Now, therefore, its atomic number is equal to 6. In order to balance these 6 protons, it has 6 electrons in its outermost shell. Now, its mass number is represented by A. Mass number is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. Now, as I have told that the mass number of carbon is 12, so this implies that 12 is equal to number of protons is how much? 6. 6 plus number of neutrons n. So it implies that n is equal to 6. So within the nucleus there will be 6 protons and 6 neutrons, and so let us consider this to be the carbon nucleus, and it will contain 6 protons here and 6 neutrons here. Now, in order to, and these are the 2 subatomic particles. Now, we know that there are 3 subatomic particles, and the third subatomic particle is the electrons. Now, since it has 6 protons, this will be balanced by the 6 electrons. Now, these electrons will be lying outside the nucleus in discrete energy levels or discrete shells. Now, the first shell can hold a maximum of 2 electrons. This is 1 electron, this is 2 electron. It cannot hold more than 2 electrons, and this is doublet, and the remaining 4 electrons will be in the L shell. So this is the K shell, which can hold a maximum of 2 electrons, and this is the L shell, wherein 4 electrons are present. Now, we all know that for gaining stability, in this case, an atom has to attain the configuration of the nearest inert gas. Now, the K shell, which can hold a maximum of 2 electrons, it cannot hold more than that. Now, the K shell, it has doublet, it cannot hold more electrons, but the L shell, it has the capacity to hold 4 more electrons, because the nearest noble gas is neon, which has 8 electrons, and 8 electrons in its outermost shell, and it has the octet configuration. So in this case, there are two possibilities. Now, how the carbon will obtain the stable electronic configuration? There are two ways. Either it can lose the 4 electrons and thereby get transformed to C4 plus, and there is another possibility that carbon can gain 4 electrons, take electrons from others and become C4 negative. But carbon is a small atom and the electrons are bound by the nucleus, and for a small atom like carbon, it does not have the capacity to hold 4 more electrons. So this is ruled out. It cannot gain electrons, and the possibility of carbon to lose 4 electrons from its L shell is also not possible, because this losing of the 4 electron requires enormous amount of energy which the carbon cannot have, or carbon cannot possess that energy. Now, how will the carbon get stability or carbon obtain stability? We will look into this aspect now. Now, another way is by sharing of electrons. That means with other atoms, if the carbon attains the outermost configuration, attains the 8 electrons by the sharing, by the mutual sharing, and this way a covalent bond is formed. Now, as an example of that, let us consider the case of methane, that is CH4. Here carbon, its electronic configuration is 2.4, and for hydrogen we know it is 1. So doublet configuration is also stable, because helium is also inert gas which has doublet configuration. So let us write the Lewis dot structure, and we are concerned with the outermost shell, and so we will be writing here in this way. The electrons, outermost shell electrons represented with the help of cross, and the hydrogen atom, it is represented with the help of dot. Now in this way what happens? Let us see. By this way, it is seen that each of the hydrogen atom has the opportunity to complete its doublet and thereby get stable, and the carbon atom also completes its octet. We can see that 2, 4, 6, 8 electrons are there in the outermost shell, and in this way carbon gains its stability by forming covalent bond. And in this way, by the mutual sharing of electrons with hydrogen atom, the bond which is formed is the covalent bond, and we know that sharing is caring, and so by this way carbon attains this stability, and a stable molecule, that is the methane, is formed. We will take this further by considering another molecule. Let us take the example of carbon dioxide now. Now, carbon dioxide. Now we know that the electronic configuration of EC of carbon is equal to 2.4, and electronic configuration of oxygen is equal to 2.6. Now carbon is short of 4 electrons to attain the stable electronic configuration of its nearest inert gas, and oxygen is short of 2 electrons, 2.6. So let us see how this electronic arrangement takes place. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 electrons I have represented it here, and for oxygen atom 6 electrons. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So let's see what happens. In case of carbon, an octet configuration of 8 electrons is being observed here. We see 2, 4, 6, 8. And here for oxygen also we see the octet configuration 2, 4, 6, 8. And in this case also we see this one. So the stable molecule is formed. This is the Lewis dot structure of the carbon dioxide. Now let us take another example. Another example is, let us take the example of ethane molecule, in which there are 2 carbon atoms. Now electronic configuration of carbon is equal to 2.4, electronic configuration of oxygen is equal to 1. Electronic configuration of hydrogen is equal to 1. Now let us consider this. 1, 2, 3, 4. For another carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hydrogen atom, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we see 2, 4, 6, 8. For this carbon, here we see the octet is completed, and for this carbon, here we see this octet is completed. And for all the hydrogen atoms, we see that the doublet configuration is obtained. So in this way, the molecule attains its stability. We can represent it in this way also. So this is the Lewis dot structure of ethane, and we see that the single bonds are formed by the mutual sharing of electrons between the carbon-carbon and between the carbon and hydrogen atoms in the ethene molecule. So what we have learned in this particular session: the position of carbon in the periodic table, the electronic structure of carbon, and whether the carbon can form the single bond or double bond. Is it possible to gain? Is it possible for carbon to gain 4 electrons? Is it possible for carbon to lose 4 electrons? Now, how this covalent bond is formed and the structures of the simple molecules like carbon dioxide, methane, ethane we have seen. Now that's all for today. We shall continue further about this particular chapter with a different topic linked to this one in the next session. Thank you.